Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Simon and I'm an architect based in New York. This is the first episode of this monthly favourite series. The idea of this series is that I share with you a few things that I'm currently enjoying or things I'm finding interesting, like books, podcasts, articles, tools or films. Basically a little collection of things I'm finding useful or fun. If this sounds good, you might also like my weekly newsletter where I share what I'm currently making, drawing, reading, listening to and watching. I'll leave a link where you can subscribe in the description below. So in this episode I'll talk about a book, a podcast and a tool. Everything I talk about is linked in timestamps in the video description, so you can skip around the video if you want. So let's get started. So the book for this month is Architect and Entrepreneur, a how-to guide for innovating practice, Volume 2 by Eric Reinhold. I have to say that this book was a game changer for me and it actually inspired me to start this YouTube channel. The author Eric Reinhold is an architect and has his own YouTube channel which I'd recommend checking out. He makes really informative and beautifully crafted videos where he shares his experiences of architectural practice. The book is the second of 2 volumes in this Architect and Entrepreneur series. The first volume is about starting up one's own architectural practice and is also really good. This second volume concentrates on different strategies architects can adopt to diversify their income. I definitely recommend both books, but I think I read this second volume at just the right time, and so it really resonated with me. So the main idea of the book is actually in the title, and that is that as architects we can and probably should think of ourselves as both architects and entrepreneurs. I think a lot of architects might not feel comfortable with adopting this identity, but I think that it might be a healthy mindset shift. Architecture is a creative pursuit, but it is also a business. This book demonstrates that embracing the business side of the profession can be a creative, rewarding, and engaging experience. By embracing experimentation, Eric distills lessons and strategies for developing alternative ways of practicing architecture. The model of practice that he proposes is based on developing multiple streams of passive income. By creating diversified sources of income, Eric shows us how he's been able to free up time. This freedom has given him the space to focus on the traditional service-based side of his business without worrying about where the next job will come from. So yeah, I think if you're a student or a practicing architect, this might be an interesting book to check out. It's a relatively short read and written in an easily digestible guidebook-like format. It just really makes one think differently about the possibilities out there. From reading this book, I realized that I have so many options besides a traditional route of working in an office, and I think that's a really empowering and exciting idea. I'd like to start a book club series on this channel, so I might review this book in more detail. That way I can flesh out some of the wise words of wisdom that Eric has so kindly shared with the world. If you think this sounds interesting, let me know in the comments or DM me on Instagram. Okay, on to the next one. So, a few months ago, I discovered this cool podcast called Scaffold, which is produced by Matthew Blunderfield. The podcast is an interview format where Matthew speaks with a wide range of interesting architects and artists. What I really like about Matthew's interview style is that you can tell he does really thorough research about his guests. I think that this allows his guests to open up more about their personal experiences. One recent episode that I really enjoyed was with the architect Mary Duggan. It was just really cool to hear from someone who had decided to open up their own office. I appreciated how open Mary was in sharing her design processes and studio culture that she's sculpted. It was really refreshing to hear about the doubt, uncertainty, and challenges that were navigated in opening up her practice. So yeah, if you'd like some nourishment in your ears in the form of a podcast, I'd recommend Scaffold. I'll leave a link in the description below. You should definitely check it out. So let's move on to the next favorite. The tool I'd like to share with you guys this month is this Rotring pencil, which I've been using for the last few months. So this is my new favorite pencil. For all of you pencil nerds out there, it's the model 600 2mm drop. I've generally found that by using this pencil I've been enjoying drawing more. Sometimes I find just having a new tool can freshen things up creatively. I've been using mine with these 2B LEDs, which you just refill as needed. I find that this grade of LED provides a nice diversity of crisp and clean lines and softer shading and hatching options. I sharpen the LEDs using this Staedtler sharpener. One thing that I didn't expect was how satisfying it is to sharpen this pencil. Oh, look at that. All ready for a new sketch. So yeah, if you're feeling like a new piece of equipment might invigorate your drawing process, I'd recommend this pencil. I'll leave a link in the description to my drawing kit bag where you can pick up the pencil and sharpener if you're interested. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to definitely try to make more episodes for this favourite series. If you found this video helpful or have any suggestions or questions, let me know in the comments. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.